So these are some shitty ass products that I used in this video, and honestly I used like 3 concealers and 2 foundations in the same makeup. I think you need to see this, and really nobody really talks about these things. Like Swiss Beauty blush, where did you see that in anybody's video? Any makeup artist talking about all these bullshitty things? And do you see anybody talking about this guy? Do you see that? No makeup artist talks about these things, but I used all of them in one makeup, so you will know that which one is worth it and which one is not worth it. Honestly, they are so cheap. These things I achieve that look. I think you need to see. I think it's worth watching and achieve that look. This is the no filter skin of mine, and we're gonna transform that. I'm using first Swiss Beauty primer on one side of my face. Honest opinion, I love this primer and I use this every time when I have to go outside because it's very affordable and it does a good job. And if you see that one side of my face looks a little brightened and other side is looking a little dull. Now for the other side, I'll be using the inside primer that is in a little mattifying formula. This is also a very good primer out in the market, and I use this when I feel like I want something mattifying, and I use the other one, Swiss Beauty one, when I feel like I want something dewy. So this foundation stick is this long and I'm gonna use this on my face, and as you can see it's a little yellowy. Lady on the beauty counter said that this is going to match me, so we are living on her advice only. If you really want to know how this is, it's slightly thicker on skin. It's not very light. It gives a light to medium coverage, but the way it feels on the skin, a little heavyish. I don't think it's for the daily wear. And most importantly, it smells like flowers. Like the smell is very floral and it's transferable. You can get it on your mask, so there's no point that you're using this on the daily wear. Now this inside foundation, very full coverage, and if you're someone who prefer medium coverage, who use Maybelline in general, so I don't think that you like it, but the formulation is very good. It feels like skin only. Moving on to the next step. So I had this In Colors palette of concealer. Blends very well. Creamy formula is again a little thick. I'm not a fan of that, but the concealer, which is in darker color, works wonders as a contour. If you want to buy some contour, so go for the concealer which is in a darker shade in inside. I got all these things randomly when I first got into the makeup, and now when I look back at it, I feel that these are some of the good things that I had that kind of helped me have my trust in makeup. I'm using a concealer from In Color, and which is very close to my skin tone, and on the other side I'm using the Swiss Beauty concealer which is in the lighter shade. Now the problem comes that the concealer from Swiss Beauty creases very much. It's light on skin but it creases, so that's bad. Concealer from the inside, that feels a little thick on skin even though it doesn't creases that much. But if I really have to choose one concealer, I'll go for inside. Swiss Beauty again. I'm not a fan of Swiss Beauty, but this blush is my favorite. The tone, the formulation, everything so cool. Batik powder for setting my face. I'm not using a baking powder. It's very dewy right now. My face feels not matte but a little dewy, which is fine. This eyeshadow palette which I got from a local market. I tell you what's very special about this palette. Look at the pigmentation. I mean, this is like one of my favorite palettes, even though I don't know what chemicals are in there. I don't know anything about that, but I really love it. The pigmentation is so good. It's glittery. I love glitter. It's reflective. I'm all in for that. A little bit of black, and I'm trying to go for a little smoky, nice pillow eyes. Came back after doing my eyes and my eyebrows. This Swiss Beauty highlighter, I'm not a fan of this, but because my base is so dewy, that's why it gets so blended. Otherwise on matte makeup, gives a very patchy tone. And this is the inside highlighter, which is very nice, which is very soft. It blends really well. Now it's time for the lipstick. I'm using this ink matte one. Lipsticks are nothing, your touch is very important, so I'm using some magic of my own, and I will also be using some eyeshadow on top of that.